Delayed obedience is still disobedience. And my year of transformation came in 2025. And the reason I call it my year of transformation was I would say 2025 for me was the year of uprooting and replanting. And how this looked for me was I was at such a deep point of frustration that I started venting to God. And in prayer, the Lord reminded me, I already told you what to do. You don't listen. Me? Your baby girl? What do you mean I don't listen to you? And that was a deep moment for me of like, oh. And then I had to think back, like, yes, God did tell me to go back to school, get mentorship, do the actual inner work. Those little sparks in those moments where I prayed and asked for clarity that came, that was God speaking all along. But I abided in my own knowledge. I looked at my own circumstances and said, no, not right now. I don't think I can go back to school because I'm looking at the finances. I'm looking at my reality. And so, what that actually was is I wasn't operating in obedience. Delayed obedience is still disobedience. And that was something I had to learn. And it wasn't an easy lesson to learn. So, what I had to learn in that time of prayer, clarity comes before provision. And how that looked for me was I had to choose obedience over urgency. So, I asked God for clarity this time around because a big thing that stuck out for me was I would pray and God would give me an answer. And depending on how I felt, I would either just run straight ahead with the idea and then lose momentum along the way, or I would look at my circumstances and say, oh, no, that looks daunting. I don't know if that's for me. Maybe let me figure this out first and then I'll come back to that. You're not going to come back to it. So that was my mentality. So this time around, I decided, let me change things up and be honest. I don't always know what I'm doing. And that took humility of me going before God and saying, okay, what school do you want me to go to? What mentorship is the right one for me? And the funny thing with everything is all these things were right in front of me. My school is 15 minutes away from me. My mentor, I have been listening to her since 2020. It was all right in front of me all this time. So I went back to school. I went and I joined a mentorship and I started doing the inner work because a big realization for me also was that my business was a reflection on how I showed up for myself.